Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. I'm the Gray Strega, and we are doing the daily collective read for today, Saturday, February 4th, 2023. What do we have coming forward today in the cards? Let's draw the first 5 cards and find out what is happening. Can I please get the first 5 cards for our 5-card spread? First card. Whoa, we got 2 cards coming out here right now. I like both of them. So the 2 cards we are seeing right now is, and I'm going to read them both together since they both came out together, is beautiful combination of Temperance with the Ace of Swords. So this says to me that this is going to be a day that's marked with some victories, but it's also going to be a call for patience for you, that there may be some long-standing victory that is on the horizon that you are now being able to see, but it is calling for you to be a little patient today as you achieve that moment. So being able to hold this patience and really focusing on what it is you're trying to achieve right now is going to get you the success that you require as it relates to a particular situation or scenario that you may be finding challenging or difficult at the present moment. Continuing to get clarity on these cards right now. Whoa, there's a lot of cards coming out today. Getting clarity is, I'm actually going to read these out here because there's 3 of them. So the next card we're seeing right now is an attention to detail and attention to your own home and your own environment also becoming very important for today as it relates to the 9 of Pentacles. So being able to do this work for yourself right now, doing the things that you can to cultivate an environment for you that is going to feel most positive, that is going to bring out your best self. And I have a feeling this is also going to help, particularly as it relates to whatever the circumstance or situation is that's requiring some patience. It's almost like you're creating yourself a base of operations as you continue down this path right now. I'm also seeing here coming through right now and I think that this is very interesting because these cards did come out together. We do see this also coming through right now with a Hierophant. And so what we're seeing here with the Hierophant coming through right now is there's something here about taking a more conventional approach to things. So you might be looking at your space right now and asking yourself, what is going to be a place that's going to create comfort, security? This is also a card that speaks a lot about education. So being able to kind of turn your space not only into one that you can enjoy right now, but really allows you to kind of learn and do the work that you want to do in your space is going to be very important right now. Now, I'm also seeing this is something that is happening specifically as well because we also have a King of Cups in its reversal that is around this. So this is going to feel a little bit different depending on whether you align to feminine or masculine energy, bearing in mind that this is not based on gender, but what you feel most aligned to. For feminine right now, what could be happening, we see, is that you are putting a lot more care and attention into yourself and allowing this place where you'll be able to feel that you are able to grow and nurture yourself, and potentially with a focus on your own education and on your own learnings and on those pursuits that really kind of grasp your interest. And this might be because there is some masculine energy right now around you that you are simply not feeling in that deep communication with. There could be this distance between you and this energy. This could be feeling like this energy is either unable to express their emotions or having an over emotionality or a lack of emotions entirely. But we see here what we like is that there is this refocusing that is occurring even in the midst of this feeling around the masculine manifestation of masculine energy. Now for masculines right now, this could be a moment where you are feeling very much overly emotional or having some issues managing or mitigating your own emotionality. And instead, you are turning your attention to your immediate space, to the things that are practical that you can change and adjust, and also towards your own more conventional habits and more conventional approaches to help get your mind from this distraction point of your own emotionality that you're being a bit resistant or reluctant to embody. Continuing to get clarity in our 5-card spread today. The next card coming out right now is, we've got 2 more cards and they're spinning. I like this because this is a moment of getting your confidence back. We saw this card in its reversal just a few days ago, but the Page of Swords says today that there are new directions, new possibilities that you are looking to forge into right now. And one of the reasons you're doing this is because you are narrowing down on your choices, that you are spending a lot of time, as I mentioned, going inwards with a lot of that hermit energy that we've been seeing in the daily cards of the day. And this energy, this allowing of going inwards, is really helping you have your eyes cleared as it relates to the path going forward and what you need to do to achieve the things that you want to achieve. You may be feeling today that you have a very clear direction in terms of what you need to get done, how you want to approach it, and you are taking that energy and you moving forward on it today with a lot of ambition and vitality. Maybe not necessarily with complete experience around these things, but you're letting your own ambition and your own drive really push you through in this moment. Continuing to get clarity in our 5-card spread. It's a big 5-card spread today. 111 people in the room. 2 more cards coming out. Everything is coming out in clumps today. We are also seeing here that this is beautiful energy because we are seeing the feminine energy now being represented, bearing in mind that this is not based on gender, but what you feel most aligned to. For feminine today, this is going to be feeling like you are coming into a sense of power. You are feeling that your communication skills are very much at a height. Today might be marked with a lot of communication and planning, particularly if you are in your feminine or if you embody feminine energy. And I like to point this out that this is occurring on top of the feminine feeling somewhat vulnerable around some situation or circumstance. But what we really love about this is it's not the feminine kind of collapsing under the pressure of that vulnerability that they're feeling, but rather finding a new source of strength that's allowing them to articulate and plan even while experiencing that vulnerability, which is in a way even a more true, honest sign of strength than strength when it is in its upright. Well, for masculine right now, there could be a lot of focus or energy being directed towards a particular manifestation of feminine who you feel has this magnetic attraction to, who you feel is in their communication powers, who has this ability, and something about this energy is causing you to feel very vulnerable, potentially based on your connection or your communication with them. This would make a lot of sense also for masculine because we do see here that some of this over emotionality may be expressing itself of feelings of vulnerability as it relates to this manifestation. Continuing to get clarity on these points right now, the final card for our 5-card spread. Finally, 1 card. I love seeing this card in its reversal because what we're really seeing here is with the Tower in its reversal that there were some bad experiences or some bad incidences that were recently in your past, but you are now finding the space and the time to move through them, to move past them, to allow the lessons to be learned so that you can continue on your way, understanding that those things could not be changed or altered, but were actually cleared for you for your highest self and for your highest good. Thank you guys so much for the likes and the shares and the follows. We are going to get clarity on the cards that we have pulled for today's spread. We are going to drill down to a single card today, as we always do. Getting clarity right now between this beautiful energy of temperance marked with the Ace of Swords. So a moment right now of feeling victory or victory that is on the horizon, but also a call for patience as you make these, you head towards these achievements. And a renewed investment in one's own stability, in one's own space, in kind of putting yourself to the task to either learn or educate as it relates to something that you are trying to move forward in. And for feminine, this could be feeling like there is a masculine energy near you right now that is directing your actions towards yourself because you feel you are not in a good communication place with this, or this energy is not in a place where they can express themselves in a positive emotional manner, or has some kind of inability in expressing them this way. For masculine, this could be feeling very over emotional and putting this concentration into your environment and into kind of giving yourself the education you need to move forward, even as you're going through this this deficit in the emotions. May I please get 1 card to clarify? Yes, I also love a good Tower in reverse. We have here the Empress in its reversal, which makes a lot of sense and clarifies a bit of that King of Cups in its reversal that we're seeing. So again, for masculine and feminine energy, this is going to hit a little bit differently. So let's get into it. For feminine energy, what we're really seeing today is, again, you are concentrating a great deal on yourself right now, on those accomplishments that you see moving forward from this point. Even if they are a bit in the future, you are moving with a lot of certainty towards them. And you are putting a lot of energy in your own self, in your own space, in your own education, the things you need to know and do as you move forward from this point. And the reason, whatever this connection is to this manifestation of masculine energy that cannot come forward in some emotional way at this moment, or is being blocked in some degree, it has you not necessarily in a great place from a feeling of love and affection, that you are feeling some sort of deficit here. You are feeling like potentially you are not being appreciated or seen, or that this lack of love is really kind of having a toll on you. But what we like about this is feminine is not dwelling in the space, but is using this as an activation point to move forward in other aspects of their life right now. Now for masculine, we are also seeing that you're pushing forward on your own projects and situations, though you are having some more of the issues around dealing with your own emotionality. And that is because you feel that there is a manifestation of feminine that is not in its full expression of love towards you right now. And this has you in a deep emotional recess. So this could be coming through, and being able to work through this, I think for masculine, is really important right now. Being able to kind of, even while you're doing this work for yourself, allowing yourself to embody this moment, to fully experience the things that you're experiencing so that you could potentially heal, or this situation or circumstance may be very important. While for feminine, we see that today being able to give yourself the love that you require and understanding the love that you deserve is what is really going to help you through this activation point right now. Continuing to get clarity between these cards, which I'm really, really loving, I got to admit. Getting clarity right now between this concentration on your immediate space, this reinvestment in your own education or learning the things that you need to learn to go forward. For masculine, trying to get in better alignment with your emotionality. For feminine, trying to move past or continue forward from some expression of masculine that has not necessarily come forward to you in the emotional way that you would hope. But we see here for both energies this desire to drive forward with very clear clarity of purpose. Can I please get one card to clarify? Thank you for those who are joining the personal readings. You will be on the list once we complete. The next card we see, and I love this, is a Six of Pentacles. So what we're really seeing here is this is a moment of giving back, that even in this moment where some energies are feeling deficit, there is this desire to be generous today. For masculine, there's something about this generosity that is potentially something that you require because you are in this emotional deficit. Whereas for feminine, this is a moment where you are kind of putting your energies towards those places that you feel are truly deserving and worthy of them. So for both masculine and feminine energy, there is a need and desire to have a bit more generosity in your life, both in terms of what you are giving and what you are receiving. So it's really the lessons that have been learned from this point that are allowing you to feel more generous in general with your energy in the places that you feel that it is most well received, I will point out. Continuing to get clarity between these cards right now, getting clarity between this lovely Page of Swords, so this new energy, this new vitality to go after things, going after the goals and the things that you see now that you feel that you are really being driven towards, and this lovely energy of a Queen of Wands. So moving, for feminine, this is moving into a place of power for yourself, moving into a place of authority and communication, even through a moment that may feel a bit vulnerable. Whereas for masculine, this is a lot of your attention being drawn to this manifestation of feminine that has this sort of gravity, that has this kind of allure and this ability to communicate, and something about this energy and your draw towards it making you feel vulnerable. May I please get one card to clarify? Oh, I love this because we've got here a Six of Cups coming through, which says to me that this is really a moment where both masculine and feminine energies are moving towards those energies that are truly supportive. These are karmic connections, but they're karmic connections that are in the positive, that are allowing for this beautiful emotional expression to come through, that are supporting you, that are giving you that strength to move forward. This is where we see this confidence coming through from, because it's not just a confidence that is being created or being self-sustained, but it's one that's really being supported by the supportive energies that you are drawing towards you right now as you move into this place of power. So for masculine energy, this could be feeling a draw towards a representation of feminine you feel this connection towards, while for feminine, this could be feeling like you are being given the support around you with these energies that is truly allowing you to step into your power. Beautiful reading today. I love it. Getting clarity right now between this lovely Queen of Wands with the Strength reverse. So even in a moment of vulnerability, the feminine really stepping into their power, really allowing themselves to be their most full, beautiful expression of themselves, while for masculine, feeling a point of vulnerability around a manifestation of feminine in this manner. And this being a moment of recovery, this being a moment of restoration, particularly with this Tower and its reversal, the desire to heal from some of the issues in the past, some large crisis that occurred that needed to be swept out of your way to allow you to move into your place of higher grace and higher potential. May I please get one card to clarify? Woo! We have an end of conflict. We have an end of conflict coming through here, my friends, with this beautiful Five of Wands. So this is really the day that for many of you, you are deciding to let the past stay in the past. You're not moving into anything that is causing this conflict. And particularly for feminine, this is allowing yourself, I feel like there's a lot of mind over matter that we're seeing right now with this feminine energy, because we're really seeing that there's some kind of conflict that has caused you to feel vulnerable, but you are now creating a safe space almost in your own head space not to allow this conflict to affect or change or alter you right now. For masculine, this could be potentially dwelling on a feminine energy that you want to do something restorational around that may be associated with this Tower moment, and feeling very vulnerable and trying to find a way to move forward that will not create conflict, hence the vulnerability. Beautiful cards. Let's continue to get clarity. Let's continue to drill down to the top 3 cards for today from 4. Getting clarity between this. The only thing I don't like right now, I don't like the King of Cups in its reversal, and I don't like this Empress energy in its reversal, but some feelings around the feminine energy, even as you're moving into the state of power right now, of feeling some deficit as it relates to being fully loved, fully appreciated, fully experiencing this expression of love in your life right now. While for masculine, this could be feeling a disconnection point from the object of your desire at the moment. And for both masculine and feminine energy, wanting to be generous in this way. So for feminine, this is coming through as giving yourself this love, giving yourself this sense of beauty, creating this for yourself, even in the moment of deficit. And for masculine, really wanting to try to find a way to come forward, wanting to try to show these expressions towards a feminine that you feel might not necessarily be completely inclined towards these advances, and trying to really kind of go over the top to allow this feminine to be more expressive and open and loving towards you right now. May I please get one card to clarify? Woo! There it is, throwing itself out of the deck. We have the World. So this is a moment of activation, which we love both for feminine and masculine energy, because as I said, this is not a moment that the feminine energy is allowing themselves to feel stuck or blocked, even if they're not feeling this full expression of love right now, but instead using this as an activation point to really come into your own power, to really ask yourself, what do I need to give myself? Thank you so much for the gift. What do I need to give myself? And what do I need to put out into the world to really allow this love to come back? Because there is something about this idea here. We see beautiful representation here with these cards about the idea of giving something out, putting something out into the world that you hope to receive back. So for feminine, this could be a lot of expressions of love or their own beauty or their own desires, putting them out into the world today. Almost like universal fishing, if you will, pulling those out so that you can pull them back in and have that kind of return towards you. For masculine today, this is moving in a place where you are trying to, again, put things out potentially towards some energy around feminine that you feel is causing this blockage point, finding either other areas to be able to try to move forward with, because you're trying to find the ability to really kind of allow this energy to shift, but you're doing so in a way that you're really trying to give back out into the world to create your own sense of power, potentially even hoping that this will turn this energy around for you. Because I do feel here that there is a moment that the masculine energy is also trying to kind of go out of its way in a way for this feminine energy to try to show it just how much it wants to create and how much it wants to achieve with it. I don't hate that. I don't hate it at all. Continuing to get clarity between these points right now, getting clarity between this lovely Six of Pentacles So feeling this generosity both within the self and around you right now, moving in the places where you feel are being generous for you and wanting to be generous and kind, because we have this beautiful Six of Cups along with the Six of Pentacles right now, which really says to us that this is a moment where you are giving back, particularly to the energies and the individuals around you that have really shown that they have your best interest at heart, that they are looking to create these positive connections with you, and building this moment where you're really reinforcing those energies and reinforcing those connections points by being as generous as possible to and around those energies at present. May I please get one card to clarify? We have the Moon card, which is very intriguing, because while we do see here that there is this desire right now to give towards these energies that are supporting and that are helping you right now and that are really kind of sustaining you and bringing this positivity into your life, we also see that a lot of your attention right now is still focused on the unknown, that there are some unknown elements occurring in your life right now that you may not have complete clarity and transparency on. And it's almost a situation that you're leaning on the support of those around you that are truly supporting and truly helping you and truly showing you that the connections are positive, even as you try to navigate some areas of your life right now that feel a bit of a mystery, that cause a bit of uncertainty because you don't have all of the optics around the circumstances or situations. Very intriguing card to come up around these. Continuing to get clarity right now between this lovely Six of Cups. So really putting your attention and focus on the connections that are positive, that are supportive, that are creating good things around and for you right now, that you see that you can create a strong legacy with. And this desire to end conflict coming through with the Five of Wands in its reversal, putting down both internal conflicts and external conflicts today. May we please get one card to clarify, please? We have the transformation cycle that is coming to an end. This would make a lot of sense, bearing in mind that we do see here the Tower and its reversal. So there is some cycle that is reaching a completion point for you right now. And it is the ending of this cycle. It is the letting go of this process. It is the shedding of this transformation that is truly allowing you to step into these better connections and to put down a lot of this mental anguish that you may have been experiencing in conflicts. We love it. We love it. We love it. I love these three cards, man. This drill down today is deep. I think maybe it has something to do with that Leo full moon, but it's deep because what we got here is we've got the World card right now. We've got the Moon card right now, and we got transformation, because what we're really seeing here as we get to this as we drill down to our final card is we see that you're moving in a place right now where you're feeling like you are getting your power back. You're feeling like you got your power back because you've got a cycle that's coming to a completion point here. So we see here the full circle. You're feeling in your power. The cycle's completed. But there are still some grander mysteries that we see here. There's still some unknowns. And it's almost like you're moving into a state of power where you feel like you can finally address those unknowns full in the face because the transformation process is over. It seems to me like the real question is whether you're going to kind of leave them alone or if you're going to pursue trying to get the answers that you seek around these things. I'm also not surprised to see a Moon card right now, bearing the fine that I just said we got that full moon energy coming up. Here it is. So a lot of this, what I'm really also seeing here is potentially what we're also seeing is an end of a transformation process and stepping into your power with this full moon energy that's coming up as well. I don't hate it. Getting clarity right now around the world. So being able to step into a moment of power, and this is what is allowing you to start to explore some of the things that may have been hidden or hard for you to see the full optics of right now. May I please get one card to clarify, please? We have here the Four of Cups. So you've got some options to make, dears. You've got some choices to make. You've got some decisions to make. And you may be feeling a little uncertain because I feel like this is a moment, especially with the world, where you've got so many things coming towards you right now. It's really a question, and this is where the mystery comes from. What will you choose? What will you choose? What options that are coming towards you right now will be the ones for you? Are you going to take the ones that are in front of you, or are you going to take ones, these hidden alternate ones that the moon is really revealing towards you? This is a moment of really limitless possibilities coming towards you. And the one challenge right now is you better take this time. If you're here, tap that screen. You better take this time right now, babies, to really start to meditate and really decide what it is that you are seeking, because this is the challenge point right now, and really understanding, if you're in your key manifestation mode right now, what is it that you are truly going after? What is it that you truly want, and what is truly going to bring that about in your life? Making sure that you make the choices towards your highest self right now. I love this. I love this reading. Continuing to get clarity right now, because again, you got some decisions to make. You got some secrets to be revealed. You've got some things that you're opening up under the surface around this new moon, this new full moon that's coming up. Because there are cycles that are changing or coming to completion point, and as these cycles come to completion, you're going to have to make new choices in terms of the new cycle starting. Can I please get one? And this is also putting down a lot of this burden, because look at these beautiful 3 cards together, guys. Look at this. End of the Tower moment. Clearing the cycle, becoming clear. End of the Tower moment. End of conflict, because the Tower's been cleared. Transformation complete. Whoop! As I drop the transformation card. Can I please get one card to clarify between the moon and the death card in its reversal, please, and thank you. We've got 2 cards, and one is transverse. This is a moment, and this is talking a bit about that cycle. This is some of that old energy holding on, because we do see here that there is something that you're still processing around grief. You are looking at some of these issues that came up around the Tower in its reversal that are still causing you pain. You're not necessarily completely ready to walk from them, away from them at this point, because we still see that they're still active. The transformation process is coming to a completion point. It hasn't fully completed. And you're taking this moment to kind of really still embody the loss that you feel from whatever that required, whatever needed to be moved out of your life through that Tower moment. But you're also realizing, particularly coming through right now with the 8 of Swords, that it is up to you to move out of this process. That ultimately no one is going to come to save you. No one's coming to restore any of those issues around that Tower moment. That really it is up to you to decide how to move forward. And this is where we see a bit of this limitation happening in terms of making sure you know what it is that you're going after as you go forward from this point. Because even though you do have the ability to free yourself and move at this point out of this, you're still not necessarily ready to. And I think a lot of that has to do with some of the uncertainty we see in terms of not knowing what it is you're going towards, and allowing yourself to dwell a little bit still in some of this grief that you're feeling around that recovering Tower moment. Final card for today, which is now it's kind of got a little bit more hairy for these final cards that we're seeing. Yes, don't get in your own way. Tap that screen. There is a little bit of getting in your own way energy that we see here, because there's choices that need to be made. But listen, you're allowed to be patient with yourself, so we understand this. So making sure right now that you are making the decisions that you want and trying to decide what the right path is for you as you go forward from this point, while also still being gripped and caught a little bit by some experiences of the past that left you hurt or harmed, trying to find a positive way to move forward from there, and this causing a bit of the limitation. This is also why we see some of this stuckness, because of some of you, you don't want to make this decision moving forward because you're still dwelling a little too much in that space of the things that you're letting go. May I please get the final card for this read? It's a deep reading today, folks. I like it, but it's deep. This is our baby coming back. Baby's back. We've gotten this card. How many times have we gotten this card this week, my friends? We've gotten this card. It was twice this week we've gotten this card as the card of the day. And now it's coming up a 3rd time as our final card for today's spread. Tap that screen if you're feeling that Queen of Cups energy. What is all of this doing? Well, it's going to feel a little different depending on whether you align to feminine or masculine energy right now. For feminine energy, this process that you're going through, even if it's difficult, even if the decisions are causing you pain, even if you're experiencing some of the grief, you are allowing this to become a heart-opening exercise. You are allowing this to really Let yourself feel all the feels, to become your most emotional expression of yourself, but not in a negative way, in being in a place where you can truly regulate and embody those emotions. This is really coming through for me, like singing, like we can feel hard things. We can feel hard things. And I feel like for the feminine right now, there's something about truly feeling the expression of what they're letting go and what they're moving into right now that is giving them so much power and ability to move forward, even at the point of vulnerability that we saw here with this Queen of Wands. Now for masculine right now, this could be putting a lot of support right now as you go through this difficult process of trying to let go of the past and trying to determine what to do in the future towards a manifestation of feminine that you feel is in their full emotional expression, that you feel can allow you to openly express your emotions to them, because we see here that the masculine is at a deficit right now as it relates to their emotionality. So they are using, in a way, they're trying to move towards a manifestation or put a lot of support right now towards a manifestation of feminine that they feel can help them regulate their own emotionality right now. And that this is a manifestation they're moving towards that is very open and very in touch with their emotions. Bottom of the deck for this beautiful read right now, Knight of Cups in its reversal. So for both masculine and feminine right now, there is this anxiety or a lot of concentration towards some energy that you are waiting on for some sort of apology or some sort of emotional gift. And it's this energy that you do not see coming through right now. And I feel that this makes a lot of sense given the fact that we see this Tower in its reversal. But a lot of this is the shedding as you choose to move forward from this point, and kind of trying to move into a place of acceptance, of understanding that whatever this is, whatever this act of emotionality that you're waiting on is, be it a message, be it a kind word, be it an apology, be it an expression of love or support, whatever this is that you were waiting on that has not come through, you're not letting it stop you right now, but it is something that you are thinking about seriously and is still weighing very heavily on you, which would make a lot of sense given the fact that we see this Five of Cups that is still coming up here. So this is a bit of the blocker point, but again, beautiful energy that we see coming through for today. That is our daily collective read for the day. Just a reminder, if you'd like to book a web private reading, you can book one on my website, graystrega.com. I hope all of you have a beautiful day, and we will do this again tomorrow.